Okay, now we're starting for real. There's been a bit of a false start with me starting up with the modded version we play for the multiplayer campaign, but it's alright now. It's been, as I said, a couple of days since I've last played this campaign, so hopefully I remember everything. One thing I do remember is there's been some struggles with this magnanimous monarch thing, and I think right now, if we want to even have a chance of making it, we need to become a great power. We need to have the Brazilian naval power journal entry finished, which will take another 10 years, which the Emperor might not even live. 65, I mean there's a chance, though he's sickly already. And the chances are not great. But also, we need to make the armed forces marginalized. So there's this, either now I decide that just I give up on even trying to force this monarchy being a thing, or I try to do something radical to change the situation, because we need to build up our military quite rapidly to increase the prestige from 366 to 470. It's going to be quite a bit of troops. It should be doable, maybe, but it would definitely increase the clout of the military, which I need to be removed. So one thing I thought might be a way to do it is to fire all my military. And by military I mean army, because we need the navy for the Brazilian naval power thing. Any Brazilian character has the admiral role. Also, I need an admiral as well. Which I guess fine, that's not a problem. I could also fire some of those ships, because can I even upgrade all of those? What is my tech for military? Oh, feels like I'm super behind on naval tech, but doesn't really surprise me. Brazil doesn't have the greatest tech. Did I even build my universities? Not really, kind of. So do I just try to... This army is not even that great, it's line infantry, so it's not a big deal. This really doesn't matter. I mean, it should have... There's election coming right up, so this will lower their votes as well. They will get some of them from the party, because they're with the trade union. Although the momentum is pretty low. What was... Can I see what was their projected vote? Yeah, they would have more votes than in the previous election, but this looks like it's more based on the population rather than actual, like... I think it's just there's more pops compared to the previous election. That's why everyone is getting more votes, I think. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Census suffrage. I think I just try to fire my entire military, and worst case scenario I just get conscripts. I don't think any AI would attack me. And the question is, will I have to fire my navy? You can upgrade Captain Man of Wars to ironclads. I suppose it was kinda done. The weird mix of Man of Wars with steam engines. Okay, let's let a week pass and see what happens. Okay, well, they're just definitely losing clout. Perhaps not as much as I want them to. And do I have all the institutions I could possibly want? Yes. Okay, that's fine. Let's see, is this going to continue? Not really. If I were to look at this population thing, there's still 4,000 officers, and they're all in naval bases, obviously. Clerics, engineers, there's nothing I can do about those. Can I see like how much clout is coming from those guys? Yeah, there's... Most of their clout is coming from wealth, so in theory just removing pops will cause them to lose clout. This guy is a positive at this. Just doesn't really help me. I mean, they have so little clout at this moment. They're very close to actually being removed entirely. That's why I think it's worth trying to push for it. Wait, naval projection greater than 829. That's my naval projection? Yes, it is. I don't think there's a way to actually compare my navy to other navies. Oh wait, there is. 8. So I'm number 8, but Prussia and Belgium have pretty bad navies. I could lower it in half and have no issues. And I think I'm gonna try to do that. Don't try this at home, kids, but I think this Brazil game playthrough has been, let's be positive and say, not optimal in many ways. There's been a lot of learning on the way, especially with the journals, and I'm kind of thinking I don't really like them, but that's another thing entirely. This was for Tunisia. Okay, I actually wonder who's going to win this one. So yeah, I got that, like we did with the coffee. I think we need to continue doing some rather radical and difficult moves for the hope that it actually pays off in the long run. I think I should be still fine. I hope it updates in real time. Yeah, it does. It does. I'm surprised my navy. The AI wasn't really building the navy that much. Yeah, so let's compare it with Russia, for example. 700. So in theory, my navy is worse now. But Belgium's fleet is... Yeah, because it shows the number of flotillas, but not their actual naval power projection, which is what's interesting to me. But it's fine. This must have lowered their amounts of... yeah, those guys are unemployed. But that's good. I'd hope I could fire them... Oh, well, actually, quite a few of them that are unemployed. It's 2 more weeks. Let's wait a week. See how much clout they lose now. There's basically no military now in... Okay, well, they lost a fair amount, but the election is right now. Yeah. On one hand, it is very fidgety. On the other hand, this is kind of interesting to play with the actual mechanics in this great detail in Brazil, like with the coffee thing. Makes you learn a bunch of stuff, how everything works. Now they're drinking coffee. Oh, apparently coffee was bugged. And there was a hotfix that people were just drinking too much wine, which really seemed to be the case. Yeah, now everyone's drinking coffee. That's actually cool. Oh yeah, now they're drinking coffee. Now that I'm no longer producing it. Though I assume all the buildings should be around here, right? They're just probably not very employed. There's one region that got a ton of coffee buildings. And I had 100, I built like hundreds of them, didn't I? Or did they get all removed by AIs? Or did I remove them? Well, we shall never find out. Okay, let's just risk it. Let's see. I don't want to destroy my entire navy. They got 8% of the votes. They lost even more clout. Plus 25 because of the professional army. I could try and remove the professional army, of course. I mean, frankly, right now national militia doesn't sound too bad. The problem is getting people to actually support it. Rural folk are in government in a pretty stable way. I don't think I can put them together with the trade unions. Maybe this is not a bad idea. And this will change the power of the army significantly. And ideally, in the end, I would want to go to mass conscription anyways. which enlistment office 27 months. Yeah, that would be ideal. So passing this, how difficult that would be? It would be 7, armed forces would be in government, everyone else would be in government as well. It would be much more difficult than national militia. Because then rule of folk would oppose it. Armed forces would like it actually more, mass conscription, than national militia. Landowners would not really care, looks like. Question is, trade unions prefer... which one? Trade unions prefer national militia. So it would be fairly difficult to switch out of it in one way or the other. That's a difficult question. Radical change, to say the least. Let's see, maybe I will try to just go for mass conscription. Oh, one thing I was told by a commenter, instead of just clicking through all of those, you can right click here and remove all of those. While doing that, I also find out you can click tab and something like this happens. Which I'm not sure how useful it is. Epileptic warning, you can do something like this though. So yeah, there's some things I found out. There's still more UI to be found. If someone could just please find out how to change all general orders for all generals with like one click in an army, that would be the best. So please, if somebody could do that. Advance. Well, this is certainly going to pass, I think. There's 12% stall, 50% success. Yeah, that looks pretty good. What are we building? Rubber plantations. I mean, that should be good. I'm not sure how much the rubber is actually used everywhere. Probably not much in Brazil itself, no. Anywhere else people are using rubber? Not in the United States, the British market maybe? They can even produce some rubber themselves usually. Not seeing... yeah, they're not using it really. So not going to be that useful for now, which is annoying. Secession in Mexico, which is of course part of the Russian Empire. And the United States are going for it. What are they going to take? A lot, including Alaska. And they're going to transfer Argentina. Oh my god, please don't. Offensive part with French Republic. And honestly, maybe? In those cases, I mean, they're slowly losing clout. If I remove the professional army, probably they would go out. I think. With national militia, they would certainly go out. Yeah, the position of Brazil currently is not the greatest. In so many ways. Yeah, this guy is still in. He needs to live for a quite while longer. Over a drink? No! Oh, god damn it. So either they get fairly big increase, or they might lose but also might gain. Okay, so let's see. Let's get rid of all of this. This is actually quite useful. And let's see. They're at 8 right now. And they got more clout. Well, that does suck. I get plus 10 offense and defense for my 0 troops. We just continue removing ships at this point? And just rebuild them in a second? This could be it. How much money am I losing on taxes? Quite a bit, actually. Those are not costing me anything because it's trade deals. This should give me... No, I have a trade deal with United States as well. Spain? I do have. Okay. No. I don't think I'm actually using any for trade. No. That's good. I have a general with no army. But badass smoke. How is the power block doing, by the way? I was trying to spread it to Ecuador, yeah, Central America, which is a thing, which is interesting. And this is actually kind of close. Yeah, it looks like I will get it. I think that someone just lost their cloud entirely. Or like removed their zone of interest. And now I'm just gaining here. So this is good. I will get Ecuador at least. Doesn't change anything. They're insignificant power. And those guys are insignificant power. Okay, the Peru is minor and Chile is minor, which is very good for my generation of mandate progress. This would mean that we could get the customs union finally in 8 years. Compulsory primary school, I mean, education is fine for getting trade unions, for example, but actually bonus that I haven't really considered before, and I think it's actually quite strong. It reduces the mortality of farmers, laborers, and peasants by 2%, which is usually the majority of your population. And it should mean a fairly significant increase in pop growth. I will actually watch how much does it change. 1.42 is decent, but it's not that high. I noticed it when I was trying out the principle for... Where is it? Yeah, food standardization. And on the second level, it gives you minus 10% mortality, which is fairly significant. It's like 1 or 2 levels of a health institution, which is also reducing mortality. Yeah, it's basically 2 levels, a bit more than 2 levels of health system. It also gives standard of living on the 3rd level. More people want parliamentary republics, and yeah, this is the guy I cannot exile. Cut down to size on New England? On the United States of America, okay. Oh, United States are declaring on the rebellion. Because the entire Mexico that's not part of the rebellion is actually occupied. This is... AI is playing with those broken mechanics like a player. Declaring on everyone. But now Prussia is also in. This is the second war. This one. Yeah, so now it's just Prussia. United States basically don't have a fleet though. It depends on how many other nations join. Usually AIs join the cut down to size place, so we'll see. Yeah, Great Britain, they're probably going to fall. They will try to liberate Cornwall. It's going to be interesting. But I think with the United States having mobilized so many troops, I think eventually they might bankrupt. This might be a very bad time to be United States. Though the GDP has been increasing like crazy. The population probably too. Yeah, the overtaking them might be a difficult task, but they're certainly trying to help the best they can. Okay, weakening them, minus 10%. Is this the guy? Otto, no, it's not the guy. Corporatist. Public schools, regulatory bodies, wage subsidies. What is he want to start? Settle agitation. I mean, I don't really mind petty bourgeoisie for the time being, so I guess it's fine. Got a new type of advance here. It should really be done at this point. Really taking a lot of time for no reason. France is actually pushing into here. Unfortunately, I can't really tell what changed, which is very annoying. It looks like it was a white piece because... Yeah, oh yeah, the Kingdom of Heaven because Pope Italy. That's right. America is attacking Argentina. And I guess they're trying to force the Monroe Doctrine. Though that also might lead to... Yeah, there will be war versus Canada. United States has a ton of troops, but I suspect they're going very much into debt. And can I? I don't think I can check their debt, right? Census data, no, that doesn't really help me. GDP. I don't think I can. Pariah. That's AI sometimes does it, which always surprises me. Amazon. Oh yeah, they have their own power block for some reason. Another guy to enact parliamentary republic. Can you guys just stop, please? And you're a armed forces guy? Well, no, you're going out. Yep, I mean, we're actually doing quite well on the radicals. Yep, this guy is out. Can I maybe get... Oh yeah, I need to check out all of my production methods. I'm not using that many explosives currently, but that's probably going to require a lot of... There's also no engines. Which would free a good amount of workers. I don't think... Do I have any peasants? I might have. My population... There is some. 500,000. It's not that many over all of those provinces. Oh, there is some at least. Let's see. I'm thinking there is still time to even consider, because if the emperor dies before I finish Brazilian naval power, it's like removing the armed forces is not going to change anything. I need all of the things to pass magnanimous monarch at this point. It's very annoying because I don't like that I don't think those are repetitive. So all of those fire only once, I think, but some of those have to fire, which is also annoying, and there's not many positives. There's only 6. I think you start at 50, but still there's... So let's see. Male heirs have died. I think it has to happen. Health in decline. It has to happen. This also has to happen. Slavery ban doesn't have to happen, but it's pretty important. Just for landowners, this probably happens quite a lot. At least for landowners in the beginning. Default the great bankruptcy, but revolution 50%, that's also very easy to happen. It's a ton of stuff. Yeah, I would wish there was a few more ways to get positive advances. Because I'm going to get... I need to have all of them at this point. All 6, and then maybe I will have a chance. Even just getting the copy last session, or that was like 2 sessions ago, was kinda crazy. I didn't really expect it to succeed, but that was some good luck. Good luck and, frankly, a bit of abusing game mechanics that turned out to be broken in the end. Those guys are independent, right? Yeah, they are. No, they're not. They're just French Senegal, but they're the color of Great Britain. Sure. So, United States are still fighting both Mexico and I think the revolution is over. Hard to say what actually happened. There's Russians landing in Maryland, the Brits landing in Delaware. Okay, so it was not a significant change in pawn growth. I think that increased a little bit, but not by a lot. And now the question is, do I want more education? I think there's not much reason not to at this point, since clearly I need literacy and for qualifications instead of universities, because I cannot afford pops for universities. No, I would need a bit more administration. How much am I using right now? Okay, it should be doable. Maybe even without building anything new. Just about. Okay, still have a bit of construction. Looks like my private construction is going quite well. Okay, never mind. No longer doing their 50%. Now a revolution in Argentina. Well, Americas are anything but stable these days. France... Oh yeah, you guys are free as well. Forgot about that. I remember China did their thing. With Russia invading Beijing, so now the only China is in Taiwan. Very interesting. Not the same, it rhymes. Yeah, Russia actually just landed in the eastern United States. It's not the same war as the Brits. Seem to be doing quite well. billion. This is the city event where you get assimilation to assimilate pops that are not going to assimilate anyways. Do I care about all of those people disliking me? I don't think so. Crisis of health. Who are you? Plus 25 prestige actually, it would be quite nice. And she's an exile, so I actually don't really care about her. She might live for as long as she wants. I make those guys like me a bit more, but is this just... There's just quite a few of those. I lose 5 legitimacy, which would be annoying. Because my power block is based on legitimacy. That wouldn't change that much in practice. It would make a lot of people like me. So effectively I think this is better. Somewhat. Ecuador, how about... Yeah, you guys actually would be willing to join. So how about that? Hell yeah! You guys, how you feeling? Yeah, it's gonna be not gonna happen too soon. It's actually getting worse, I think. So not ideal. And all of those are also out. It's because we're not a great power. It's super hurting us when it comes to expanding the power block. Also, Russia being part of it is... Part of this entire mess is not helping. Wait, where did my armies... Okay, they just... That was weird, UI glitch. Independence in Southern India? Well, good luck. Are they still part of the British market? Okay, interesting. Oh, that's actually... Oh, wow. Humiliate Russia. Wait, what? So now Russia is supporting all of the colonial subjects of Great Britain against them. Okay. Do they have direct border? They do not. No. So this might be difficult. Is British Raj also part of it? Yes. Oh. Spicy. And they would gain independence. And I think they will. I think Raj is getting free. Okay, so it's not that those guys are rebelling. Those are actually the only loyal ones. Okay. Well, that's big. Oh. Well, that was to be expected, probably. Once China collapsed, someone was going after Korea. Is Japan doing something? No. They got opened, but that happens. Like, the games are hard-coded to open Japan and then do nothing about it. Those guys are still fighting. Hard to say who's going to... This is just a mess. So many wars in this area. Looks like Russia was beaten down, but I think the United States won. Does look like it. Mexico, officially now I'm the second most populous states in Americas. No, Canada is still bigger. We'll see how much the United States lose in the fight against the entire world, basically. It will look like this. It doesn't really show you clearly who are they fighting, just who they're not friendly with. Maybe this? Yeah, for some reason it shows like with regards to Brazil, which is not really a helpful indicant. It's Great Britain, Portugal, which might be part of Great Britain, to be honest. No, it's a Prussian puppet. Okay, makes sense. So it's Prussian Great Britain going after United States. And to be honest, we seem to be doing alright. City of Plenty. I mean, that means that we are starting to get higher and higher standard of living, which was one of the more important goals. I am now getting a bit of money, which I think losing a bit of that might be a good idea for now, so let's let it go. Yeah, if they were at like 5, I would think about just firing all the naval ships. Because the problem is, it's not the people who support them are not only in the military. Yeah, manor houses. So it's I think the majority of their clout comes from those aristocrats now. Maybe clerks as well. Engineers, some capitalists. Laborers also 55k. Servicemen is only 10k, and then officers about 1,000. It's really not that many. Is Paraguay fighting? Or is it just a split state? Oh, Paraguay is a direct puppet, or oh, they are. So that's why they're part of this war as well. Yeah, the Brits can land here, and seems like they did, and they're pushing. But if Russia supports them, and I think they will, they should at least. And they're actually landing in Russia, so AI, I wouldn't count on AI being able to actually manage this. Oh, actually, I can check the costs of war. 24 million for United States. Ouch. I'm surprised they're not bankrupt yet, to be honest. But I think they're losing. Where's... Yeah, the capital is right here, but they're not really going in the right direction. Though they will, eventually. Once they occupy this, they will be only one direction, and it's going to be the correct one. Is Canada not part of this? Despite being a puppet? Oh yeah, because they joined Prussian play, so all Prussian puppets joined, but not all British puppets did. I guess it depended on their status with their overlord. They're a puppet, so they should be joining. Not sure why some of those joined and some didn't. It's a bit confusing. Ah, 5.6. How long did... This is just about to be passed, actually. Okay. So let's try our luck with this. What else will I want after this? Contracts might not be a bad idea. I would love some oil eventually, though maybe it's not a priority, to be honest. Maybe getting better ports? Is there anything I need from here right now? Feminism, I think it unlocks some character traits for leaders that are actually kind of useful, but it's probably not a priority. Investment banks, more companies is always good. Military, eventually I will need to invest more into military because I'm so behind on that. That's, I think, typical experience of South America. Vulcanization actually might be pretty good right now because that will give me a reason to use my rubber. There's not that much use in global markets right now, but I would be able to start my own market for rubber, build up this production a little bit, so like later I can export it in bigger numbers, and also more tools. Tools are always useful. And reinforced concrete, just plus 15% construction sector throughput. It's always good. In theory, if it times out in 37 years, that's the longest time the emperor can live, I guess. Reasonably live, I suppose. Okay, no one would be really pissed if I changed to this. They would be only slightly annoyed, for the most part. National militia, armed forces would be super pissed. Which, if they revolted, and I just kick their ass, that would be a solution. And it looks like this is the best I can do. Too bad that means armed forces will fight with trade unions over this. Though they would have minus 33% from the stall. I think I will try this. Because this would be also good in the long term. Now, hopefully a movement, yeah, the movement is going to start. Pretty sure. Peace. And it looks like it was a white peace. Nothing really changed. Which is very disappointing. Cuba is independent. Oh yeah, forgot about that. Haiti as well. Should probably look into this, but yeah, when I'm not a great power, pushing my leverage, like, if I was a great power, I might have gotten, let's see, yeah, minus 20%. 200 might be tough to get, but I would be pretty close. Central America, I would certainly have 200 if I was great power. And that would help as well. Okay, the British Russia is losing territory. Russia is also struggling in Finland and Karelia. Okay, we'll see how lucky I get with this. First of all, is a movement going to start? I think it will eventually. Sometimes there is a bit of a delay. It also might take a long time because just the time to start, yeah. Low enactment time is kinda low. Enlightened monarchs. Oh, it's because it's the coming from not the principle but from the type of the power block. Cohesion 20%, barely. And I'm going to lose it anyway. Oh, because I assume those guys are not... Yeah, they're not of the correct voting rights. So let's maybe try and flip them. Yeah, it will be very annoying if I end up needing to flip them all back again into presidential republics after a failed magnanimous monarch, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Agitator died, that's irrelevant. They are trying to enact monarchy. All of those guys, yeah, are doing okay on their laws. At least for what I need. And just Ecuador. And this is a bit of a problem. Like, instantly when you have someone join, you lose all of your cohesion, which makes everything more difficult as well. And yeah, preserve professional army. So now style is 15%. 10% success plus advance, 74 debate. Maybe. I guess we'll see how lucky I get on debates. The name of the game is, as always, we'll see how lucky I get on debates. And now UK is landing in Argentina. Argentina is not having a good time, man. There's the devastation. Not terrible yet, but turmoil is definitely very high. And damn, British Raj is actually going to lose this. There's not that many dead overall, to be honest. Not that much money spent as well. You're just not really... Oh, stall. Which is absolutely horrible. And 20% hit instantly. More people wanting parliamentary republics. Well, that's not a great start. Let's try this one again. Oh, so this guy is thinking it's fine to leave. So yeah, let's leave. From Argentina coming to Brazil, not entirely surprising. I'm happy. Currently, I'm making more and more money. I'm using some steel for buildings. Do I have... Actually, wait. I ran out of Q, didn't I? Yep, that's why I'm making so much money. Yeah, I'm brilliant sometimes. What do I need? It looks like coal would be pretty nice. And the easiest way to increase coal is to just... I'm actually doing this already. So let's try it with iron. Probably need a bit more explosives. It should be doable. Say here. No market shortage, okay. Lead mines, I guess this is not that much at this point. Let's just get it over with. And maybe more steel? I'm still making money. And since I'm selling all buildings I make, that means I'm making even more money. Which is not showing me, but apparently it is happening. Let's try switching this. This is actually pretty nice. This means more steel, which is precisely what I need. Also, that means that all that freed iron will find a use. Okay, should be fine. Hopefully. Explosives. Let's see. Looks like it's totally fine. Debate. Okay. Minus 20% enactment time. I'm sure it's something. Long term it might be good. But okay. Mine's throughput usually is pretty good. Looks like this one is going to be tough. We shall see. Wait. You guys are colonizing Patagonia? It's like somewhere around here, right? Oh! You're now a British puppet. And now you guys are revolting. Well, this whole thing is just a mess over and over again. France is going for a war against Great Britain. Is you a vassal of Great Britain? Of course it is. This map is just a mess. Wait, actually, probably should have gotten an agreement with Paraguay. No, they are just the protectorate of Russia, so yeah, either way I would have to free them, which would be a bit difficult. They are a minor power though, somehow. What? Okay. Yeah, Chile and Peru are not major powers and Paraguay. I guess their population is pretty close. If all the pops they sacked from Russia is paying off, though, aren't they cut off from the market currently? Oh, they have their own market. Okay. Oh, right. Wait, what? Maybe the AI is smart enough to actually give them their own market. I'm not sure. It would be interesting to know. Can I send interest here? No. Oh yeah, because I removed half of my fleet. That does make some sense. See, guys, let's get like plus 20% to success now. It really helped me out. Liberate Orissa, Bahamas. Actually, Shanxi is also vassal of Great Britain? Oh god. Ottoman Empire has Hunan and Shandong. How strong is Ottoman Empire? I assume it's pretty bad. I mean, 20 billion. It's less than I do, but not too bad. Unrecognized as well. Well, they're pretty active in China, I guess. There's also civil war in Raj, which the revolt is a great power. Oh man. This silly thing again. I don't want to piss off Wolfolk anymore. Unfortunately. Education investment, that's cool. More revolutions. This map is a mess, man. Like, things are happening. The AIs are kind of stopping to deal with this well. Got positivists in 1894, which I don't think I'm really interested in having them. My education is pretty good already. So yeah, I think weakening them is going to be fine. Which one this is? How are the elections looking? I guess the more momentum those guys have, the less everyone else has, and I just want to keep on hitting the armed forces. I am so close. Sao Paulo is actually not too bad. And I do have some space for it. I can always just suppress them. Ran out in 9 years. Don't really care that much, but let them do their thing. Yeah, let's try more steel. I think glass might be the biggest issue at this point. Okay, debate. Plus 20%, that's what I like. Plus 30% armed... no. No thank you. Civilizing mission. Panama Canal eventually might be something I would do. The doesn't really change much in the moment. Oh, this is interesting. Populating the Americas. Promote European immigration bonus. This is probably something special to, if not Brazil, probably to South America. Every incorporated state in South America gets plus 25 migration attraction. Nice. Or I can have it removed. No. This is my chance. I assume everything is incorporated at this point, right? Yes. Okay, that's good. This is a positivist thing, right? Yes. Nice. Okay. With this, I wonder if I'm going to be number 2 at least as the mass migration. That's the weak tick. Too bad the time modifier didn't stack up with the previous one. The previous one ran out. Sure. Okay, so what I can promote European migration. Let's read into this a little bit. Once every 5 years, need to have standard of living greater or equal to 10. This is actually pretty easy. If you get maxed health institution and the standardized food, you get at least 10. In a country, I think this is the same that America gets. So we need to have some laws as well. I get minus 10% authority, minus 25 influence. We get an event. This might be huge. Our target population is 25.5. What's a target population? It's populated nation permanently. Oh, so that's what I need to get complete the event. Okay, I get it. 25.5, that's ambitious, more than twice increase in population. We'd still have half of United States, but certainly more than any other nation in South America. Okay. Come to Brazil! The Spaniards. Okay, so basically I'm forcing mass migrations. Is what's happening. Hard to say how much I'm taking currently from Spain. Well, few at least. Also, let's check the mass migration attraction. How's it looking? 61.7. Lower than the United States, but not by much. And lower than the Brits. By quite a bit, unfortunately. Still number 3, I guess. Which is something. French Republic has no attractive eligible states for mass migration. That's good. Okay, being number 3 is not ideal, but this button might be very interesting. It might be the key to actually gain the population. Yeah, I guess more momentum to the Liberal Party is fine, because it should mean weaker military. Which also means weaker trade unions, but what can you do? Can I weaken them even more? No. No, I cannot. Which, well, not too bad. I would so love communists, because they would help me increase my standard of living. But giving more momentum to the militarists, it's exactly what I don't want to do. And they have no momentum currently. They have less percentage of votes compared to the previous one, I think. Well, that sucks, but I think I have to hope I will get it in the future, basically. Okay, got new votes. Military lost at least a little bit. I could in theory switch to a more acceptable government, and I would lose only 8%. But military would probably join this movement. Anyways, which means Stal will stay the same. I think I will stay with it for a bit more. Hope I get some lucky hits now. At least now with 28% success, there's a pretty good chance it will pass. Okay. I mean, this is exactly what I want. Why couldn't it fire as the first then? They're almost out as well. Yeah, I think once this passes, military armed forces should be out. At which point we just start massive build-up of military. Okay, machine steel tools, that's really good. I think. There's no rubber currently, but that's just because there's no workers there. I assume in a second the economy is going to balance itself. The grain also needs a bit more. There's not that many convoys. But I also have pretty bad port tech also. I don't think I invested much in ports. Yeah. Okay, rubber bomb. So will help exploiting the Amazon. Yeah, I'm basically building up money for a massive military buildup as soon as this is done. And I think with 60% success, there's a pretty good chance I get it. I think. Then also build up of navy and hope I can get into a great power. I'm pretty safe major power, so actually the average prestige decreased by like 30. Or maybe I gained just a bit of prestige. Yeah, am I like the first major power country? No, just behind the Kingdom of Heaven. Advance? Nice! And do I want to... I don't really want to piss them off even more. 69, nice. And Egypt is actually ahead of me as well. Perhaps temporarily. Wow, they got plus 20% from rural traits. Literacy and technology. I assume I have technology as well. 3 events at once. This is really strange. Okay, well, this is exactly what I needed. Oh yeah, I also have the intelligentsia likes me, so I get a lot of prestige from them. And, okay, she's coming back. Not really happy about that, because she wants to establish ethno state, which is not really helping me bring more people, but sure, I will just kick them out again. Gaining legitimacy might be nice, but not the big deal. Can I kick one of you out? 18 more months. This is a lot of support. It's starting to worry me a little bit. I would like my industrialists to like me a bit more, so I can just enact ethno state. Not ideal as well. And I think foreign investment right not important. Peace between those guys. Again, hard to say if anything changed. I don't think much. Are you guys actually independent? Yes. This map is just a mess overall. Pretty much everywhere. And now I would like just to get 2 quick successes and finish this. And yeah, I will have to work on removing this movement because it's starting to get dangerous. Paraguay mass migration. This should be a pretty big hit to their population. Right? Yeah, you can see this is looking better and better. Though, looks like my percentage of pop growth actually decreased. For some reason. A bit surprised about that. Oh, I'm surprised I don't have claim on this, despite being a split state. Probably would want it. I might force them into my power block and take this. Chile has claim on this one as well. Okay, first win. Actually, first of 2, but second of 3. It's a weird way to think about it, but just don't think about it. Persia gave something to... Oh, France controls south of Persia. Maybe playing on increased aggressiveness is not the best, though I like France actually having Vietnam for a change. Just things are collapsing and then also being taken. I know, it just looks kind of messy all over the place. Things are not being cleaned up correctly. Not that... oh yeah, look at this. At least they're all connected somehow. Yeah, just people are gaining random protectorates all over the places. Probably the biggest problem for me. Saving a bit of money. 10 more days. Come on. And then I can kick out armed forces. Yeah, they're actually almost out on their own. Nice. This is actually a very good law if I'm going to be fighting any actual battles. And now military should be out, which means point. Oh, they're considered influential because they're in government, I think. This is the current situation. So let's change it. And they're out, and... well, crap. Oh, it's armed forces or landowners, so I can only get 1 point for it. So, no, I cannot win this anymore. There's just no more points to gain. Which is really sucky. Because, like, one thing would be... it gives me a presidential republic and landed voting at the same time. That doesn't feel nice. Basically, when the emperor dies, there's nothing I can do about this anymore. Damn. Well, I guess might as well try to remove commercialized agriculture at this point. Yeah, this will make industrialists like me. Can I make a decent government? Okay, like this. And then I will just deal with the fallout. Maybe I will just switch back to monarchy. Would that be doable? From parliamentary republic? Maybe. Oh, that's going to be tough. A lot of people like it. A lot of people oppose it. Industrialists and petite bourgeoisie. I don't think they would be super pissed. No, industrialists seem to love it. Ah, that's going to be annoying. Oh, wait! Never mind. Okay, it just was needed to fire an event for some reason. More positivists? Oh, well, sure. Okay, we're back in game all of a sudden. Kind of. Time to become a great power. Okay, all construction done. We'll get my one army and let's... huh? No, there shouldn't be any troops. Let's get... oh yeah, I have no ammunition anymore. So let's fix that quickly. It actually doesn't really change anything because there's no demand currently. Where's the most peasants? Here. Do I actually need skirmishers? I mean, eventually yes, but I can just start building up my infantry. I think I will go for 100,000 infantry to start with. All steel frame, just to get a bit more construction. And actually I might just get even more construction. Seems like the private capitalists are doing some stuff for a change. Petite bourgeoisie are powerful, which is fine. There is some concentration of power, thankfully, in three main interest groups and also trade unions a little bit for rural folk. So this is a pretty good option. So I expect that armed forces are going to be back in pretty much a second. Yeah, it looks like I need more construction. That's a rare thing to happen. Maybe 10 more is a bit of a stretch. But then again, I'm almost out of that, which means I need to build more. I was also not building for a bit of time, but you know, just not paying attention and then hoping things work out eventually. Yeah, and actually I won't probably even need that much. I think this 100k will be enough. Especially if I just do like increased prestige from this. I can now build monitors as well, which is probably still old Navy. Let's see what the United States have in their fleets. Okay, monitors and ironclads. Great Britain. Are people still using this kind of older tech? I thought it would be monitors. Ironclads, okay. Well, this is great news. Definitely we want more Navy as well, in this case. Return state in North China against the Ottoman Empire. And they want 4 of those as well. The entire Hunan. What a bloody mess. This looks bad. A few more radicals. Romania is signing with Ottoman Empire. This guy is still alive, thank God. Plus with 5 migration attraction, yes, that's good. Very much good. Well, this is just a few more years left. I think like 2 years now. Let's get an admiral as well in this case. Why not for armed forces? These are medicals and dockyard organizers. This looks actually pretty good. Okay, is the dream actually going to be fulfilled? Now let's see, who do I care about? I think doing this is fine. When did I click this last time? Does it tell me? Not really. Too bad. I wonder what this event gives you. Too bad it doesn't really give you any information about the rewards. This is pretty important, and you can't even look always up to this on the wiki because there's not everything there. Like I had this problem with my China game. Another revolt. Wait. So Ottoman Empire and Great Britain might be at 2 wars at once. And Peru is... Peru, what are you doing? We need you in here, don't mess up, please. Also, we're more away from the mandate than we were at the start of the session. Prussia is now embargoing me. Why did they hate me? There should be saying me a reason. Strategic desire because... Oh, we are allied to France, I suppose. Okay, that's reasonable. Yeah, we're about to be a great power in a second. And frankly, this is just basically 2k in wages. Yeah. Great. And let's see, how many troops... So, United States of 78. So, around 300 for the European powers. But I do have mass conscription, which I think is not the case for a lot of other powers. Yes, so that means my training is way faster, which is usually the most important thing in wars in Wiki Free, in my experience. Actually, I almost doubled my construction. Well, increased it by like 100. It's significant. Let's check, do I have anything? This might be actually useful at this point. Steel hulls, I still have no use for those. Mission plans, I might as well, doesn't really affect anything. I could switch to this, which hopefully, yeah, I will have to probably increase my glass production, but this is going to happen anyways. This doesn't really matter. This definitely would be nice. Oil, I think I have enough oil, just from whaling. And I could get it if I need to, anyways. Now, this might be interesting. How many peasants do I have? Basically 0 for all purposes. So let's try the steam donkey. Not sure if I will have enough, but I think it's worth trying. Also for lodging caps, that's going to be a lot of workers. A lot of engines too. But at this point I think I need to start producing engines. And I'm finished with the military build-up. I'm almost there. So I guess a few ships. Upgrade, upgrade. And it's 15-15, so let's get another 15-15 in both. Oh, because I have no anklets, but that can be quickly changed. Oh no, there's no demand! Shut up. It's 11 here, and then 4 here, and then 15 here. Construction, that's good. And do I go for this right now? Rotary engine, I mean, eventually? Maybe even right now. Economy of scale, that's interesting. Oh, you know what? A company. Armed forces are back in business. Well, that was to be expected. No cannons, no ammunition. It will all fix itself in due time, I'm sure. Still a bit far away from being a great power. Yeah, it looks my investment pool died, and now I have to carry everything. Wait. Oh yeah, my construction increased even more because of the technology. Sure. Short draft solution. Great, Cinderaga's throughput would be nice. Oh, because I have ironclads. Prestige, nice. And great power. So now I need to only finish this. So this guy needs to survive for 4 more years. I guess it's months. And then maybe the power block is probably... Oh yeah, this is looking good. Everyone is probably going to be super happy to actually start joining, maybe. I think a bit more influence would be nice. Time modifiers. Oh, it's the attract European migration. I have probably no rivals at this point because I became a great power. That's also this, so more influence in America for sure. I think about more influence in Asia as well. It's where I will be focusing. Simply because there's a lot of population, and if I want to increase my population, I have to work with what's there. Getting some of those into my sphere of influence would be probably a good idea. Granada lobby for Brazil, really important. Oh yeah, it's just all the broken rivalries. Who can I rival at this point? Great Britain, United States, or Italy? I mean, frankly, the United States is probably the best idea. They have their own power block, so it's not like I can force them into mine. They're not really going to be expanding it anytime soon. The Brits, I will be probably fighting them to kick them off Argentina. I could try fighting Bolivia. Do they have any alliances? No, they don't. And are they a minor power? They are. So I could take this just to make the border... It's a humanitarian mission, frankly. And then force them into my power block with my new Brazilian army, which is using line infantry. So maybe that's not the best idea. Let's see what their army is actually using. Oh my god. Line infantry, okay. So let's try transfer subject. They must have recently declined. Oh, okay, so that's how it works. Force someone out. New Granada is fighting England. Okay. Regime change. Oh, regime change is interesting. We are too similar. Are they a monarchy? No, they have sense of suffrage. Just too bad. Okay, let's try to force them into this as well. I'm not sure if they accept. They actually do. Okay. What 10% chance? So not great, not terrible. It should be more. What are you guys doing? Are you guys going to lose Panama and get banned slavery? Okay. You guys are going to lose Panama. Hot damn. British Panama with Americans. Oh my god. This game. See, I need the Emperor to survive for just a little bit longer. And things might be actually looking pretty decent for once. Yeah, I can lower those prestige bonus, I think. I'm paying quite a bit, and my construction is actually done. So let's see. Actually, you know, companies are important, but I think this is more importanter, as they say. And what do I need to focus on? Coal, apparently. Coal, grain, engines. It's a lot of pretty difficult stuff to get. Not that many peasants here, but at least a few. None there. Yikes, yeah, I need more automation. And slowly people will be showing up to those places, so... And frankly, might as well just build it up to full. Eventually people will show up there. And I have a company for coal, right? No, yeah, I decided it would be better to just go for stuff that gives me better throughput. Which is fine. I guess if I'm already limited on my pops, it doesn't really matter much. A whaling might be a good idea. Rubber, do I just continue building up rubber? I think I probably want... how much do I need for the exploiting the Amazon thing? It's building level greater or equal to 10. So I want basically 10 in all of those provinces eventually. So yeah, let's start stacking it up. So it's control creep for 10. Since I already need it anyways, it's going to be quite slow. I might just build it up fully there. There's something to use the construction on. It is a lot of money, but it's going to be all privatized, so it should be fine. And private construction is doing some important stuff at the same time. I think I will try to see if I get this Brazilian naval power and that's going to be it for the session. Greek migrants. It's absolutely sweet. Do they have access to their market? No. Wonderful. I think the population of China lost a great deal during all of this. Tibet also freed themselves somehow. Sikh Empire still exists. I guess some people did pretty well against Great Britain in the recent war. Some of the vassals actually benefited somehow. Russia somehow never ended up getting Amur and all of this. They got all the stuff to the east. Full speed ahead. Glad to hear it. You guys lacking more is pretty much just a good thing. Can I kick one of you guys out? Yes. So could you please leave? Yeah, those guys... This guy is... How old are you? 60. Alcoholic with expensive tastes. Which actually gives him more popularity. Okay. Bolivian mass migration. Yeah, of course. What's this? I could get more throughput. Londoners are not even a factor, so let's bully them. They want a petition for appointed bureaucrats, but that's just strictly wars. No. And I'm afraid I cannot really remove them from power in any way. So yeah, I have to hope they do not show up with another petition eventually. And they might. It's kind of surprising they are very happy with my laws currently. Overall. Like, is there some kind of limit to how much they will demand in petitions? Like if they have everything? It's a revolt in Bolivia. And in Ecuador. Do you guys want my support, maybe? Let's let this thing tick out. For an obligation. Maybe let's not send my entire army over there. Like half. Who do I need to strengthen? I guess Intelligentsia. Socialism. I wouldn't mind some socialism, to be honest. My influence is a problem. Oh. Well. That's just great. Because I was, what? 3 years away. I didn't make it. Is it the year the guy actually died? Oh man, that just sucks. I love the Republic, well, it's not that I have much choice. Now everyone is pissed. Well, they're not super pissed, just slightly. Well, actually they all love it. What are the chances of me going back to monarchy? Non-existent, pretty much. Everyone just loves presidential republic so much. Enact ethno-state. Everyone just wants ethno-state now. Yeah, if I just kicked her out, would be good enough. And if those guys just chilled a little bit. Yeah, but I suppose now I would need to change... actually, one thing that would be easier is going to universal suffrage. You can just jump directly. Which might be a good thing. And probably a good time to go for it as well. Because they wouldn't be that angry even. Even landowners should be pretty okay. But yeah, I guess no monarchy. This means I will need to change the name of the power block, then change the laws in all of those nations. Making them go to landed voting. Yeah, because going to universal suffrage might not be easy. How likely is this? Not too bad. Will also mean everyone else will be a bit easier to get into my power block. Well, it had to happen, I guess. I was very close. Can I still... I can still get it, I guess. And I will, at this point. But it just makes me a little sad. Yeah, I guess it's going to be it then. GG. And I will be probably streaming next time in about a week. On YouTube, the episodes will probably... There's not going to be that much difference than usual. But yeah, GG.